So welcome to the end of, or almost the end of week 2. As you can see, tomorrow will officially be week 2, and the lettuce garden will need some food. So there's been a few changes. So the deer tongue lettuce did not take, so I planted some celery there. But everything else has sprouted, as you can see. I mean, the marvel of the 4 seasons is still itty bitty, but it is there. And water, I just added a bit of water, but I mean, at this point in time, it doesn't drink tons of water. Okay, and over here we've got the original 2. So what I did was I moved the dill over here, or just did more rearranging. So now there's like 1 parsley, 1 Genovese basil, or basil, however you want to pronounce it, 1 chives, and 1 dill in each of these, just to spread things out. And as you can see, the dill is doing much better than it was in last week's video. The oregano has taken root, or it has sprouted. It is itty bitty still, but it is there. The basil or basil has taken root, and then I added mint here. I took out the other mint because it was getting black spots. I think it was a little stressed out when I transplanted it into soil in the summer and then brought it back. So I've got it. You'll see it in a few minutes. And then yeah, the dill has taken root as well. All right, over to the windowsill here. So the onions have been potted, except for the yellow, and then the white, so we can see one scape peeking out. My roommates and my green onions are doing well. I did grab some onions yesterday, so definitely the trick is just leaving enough for it to keep regrowing, right? And the ginger is in here. I moved it to a different set of planters. Haven't seen them, but keeping them watered. And then, yeah, the garlic is still sleeping. And then my fly trap. Yeah, I just changed the apple cider vinegar and soap mix there, but usually that works extremely well. So, and then these guys. So yeah, I discovered afterwards that there is a timer on this. So the trick is it will stay on for 24 hours from the time you turn it on. And then beyond that, so make sure you hit the power button, and then if it's vegetable or flour, it really doesn't matter. It will stay on for 16 hours of sunlight. And then make sure the pump light is flashing. So it'll do a pump cycle every half hour, I believe, is what I saw in the instructions. So yeah, after the first 24 hours, then it will remember to come on for 16 hours starting at that time, and that lines up with when you turned it on. So this is where I moved the mint. Just put it in a mason jar. If you're looking for cheap mason jars, go to Value Village, because you don't care if there's lids or not, and you can get a bunch super cheap. Case in point. So this is an extra thyme that I had with the Thanksgiving basket. I pulled it out again. I think I'm going to give it to a friend who loves cooking with fresh herbs. Same with this Thai basil. I'm not a huge fan of Thai basil, so I'll give it to someone who will enjoy it. But here's where a lot of action has happened. So the cucumber has sprouted, the peas. I did remove one of the peas. It looked like it was like a little moldy, maybe a little too wet. But we'll see. And I suspect, the student and I were talking, that I'll probably have to move these guys out of the unit and, you know, put some string and sticks to just give them room to climb. The spinach, so I added another spinach, I think. Strawberries have taken root. I've added another pepper here. And then over here, the romaines doing well. Strawberries also. The celery is really sluggish, and the kale has taken off, and you can see that the tomatoes are growing. It hasn't really drunk a lot of water. I mean, they're all itty bitty at this point. I haven't had to refill. I'm actually, with all the pods in, a little overfull. And then finally, a little checkup on my outdoor plants, who are now hanging out in the living room. So Romulus did give 2 tomatoes earlier, just a few days ago, and then there's another one, I think, somewhere here. I thought I saw it. Thanksgiving herb pot's doing fabulously. And then Ramus has a few tomatoes on the go there. And then Ollie is hanging out down there. So yeah, so far things are going well. I have realized that I have to make sure I have these little fly traps all over the place. Let's see, where are we at? I believe there's some flies in there. I think. I thought I saw one. Anyhow, that is it for week 2 of this setup of the indoor garden, or my expanded setup. So thanks for checking out the video. I'll see you next week. Check out some of the other adventures in indoor gardening videos. I'll put the card up above, over there. So till then, take care. See you next week. Bye.